Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Wanjiru Ngugi. If you're new here, please subscribe, like and share. I would really appreciate, and that would help me do more videos. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm a YouTuber. I'm Kenyan, but I currently live in the US, and I do YouTube videos on my extra time, and I share different things. I share recipes, I share my stories, things that I think are worth sharing with y'all. So, and on today's episode, I'm going to share my first time experiences when I got here. So I left Kenya on the 5th of February 2018, and I was excited, I was anxious. It was like it was my first time on a plane, and it's on a plane going 1,000 miles away from home. Of course, it was sad, like leaving my whole family there, coming to a whole new different kind of life, different experiences. That was quite emotional for me, but yeah, I left anyways because I had to leave. I had to come and see the other side of the world. So some few funny things happened. I think I was anxious. I was like, just so many mixed reactions and so many emotions. So there was one thing that, like, just before I got into the plane, I had like two funny experiences, and they were kind of embarrassing. So I don't know what happened with the people who were checking in my luggage. I do not know how someone let me go like to the boarding area with my suitcase, like not the carry-on but my big suitcase. And when I was getting into the gate now to go into the plane, someone was like, how did you bring that there? And I was like, what, the bag? And I was so like, it was embarrassing, and it was like kind of weird and funny because they were like, who let you get through a gate with your large suitcase? And anyways, long story short, I took my big suitcase back, and now they had to, like, they took it wherever they take them. But anyways, I found it when I got here. Another embarrassing moment is like, on your ticket they write your name and your seat number, but when I got into the plane it was too big. Like, I keep walking, and I think my mind was all over, so I just sat, like I had paid, my ticket was for economy class, but I sat on the like business class, and like when I sat, that's when I realized, oh shoot, I'm in the wrong place. So I looked at my ticket, then I go searched I go to where I was supposed to sit, and that was was funny. But the rest of the journey was good, was smooth. Like, here I landed and I got cleared at the customs, and now I came to the waiting area. My sister was already waiting for me, but I guess I took a while before I came to the front. I guess she started panicking, but then she later spotted me and she was like, hey, and I was like so happy and excited. But then right before we landed, like because when you're landing you can see, like, now you can see the terrain and different stuff. I was like, why does that look like that? Because it was during winter, and during winter it's very dry. Like, the place looks so lifeless, like literally lifeless. And in my head I'm like, oh, is this the America I was coming to? I'm like, like, that looks funny. But then my sister told me that's how it is during winter. Like, it's completely dry, like the trees are dry, everything is like, it's just funny. Like, the picture I had in my head and what I saw was two different things. So Fast forward, I came, got into her house, everything was okay, but the confusion, like, because we're 9 hours ahead, like Kenyan time, you know, we're 9 hours ahead, so you can imagine the confusion. Like, I'm either sleeping during the day, being up the whole night. It was like the first 1 week, I was like, my brain was not used to it yet. I had not like I had not adapted to the changes. But later, after like as days went by, I just caught up with everything that was going on. Another thing that I was like, ooh, I didn't expect that. It was like really, really cold. Like, I remember this one time, just because I was so tired of being indoors the whole day and night doing nothing, because there's literally nothing to do. The only thing that I did was watch TV, sleep, eat, like, and repeat. So this day I was bored, and I was like, I wonder how it looks outside. And I'm like, let me go to the balcony and see. But the moment I stepped my foot out of that door, I froze. Like, it was really, really cold. America is quite something, because the weathers there, so like, they're two extremes. It's either too hot or too cold. Before you get used to it, it takes you time. So winter came, like, the winter was over. Now it's summertime. Oh boy, now when it's summertime, the humidity, like, it's crazy. Like, you can literally feel your nostrils burning, because the humidity is crazy, and it was extreme. But now, like, the more you stay here, the more you get used to it. Like, it's a crazy weather. And I was like, now homesick started kicking in. Remember, back home, I'm used to seeing people, talking to people, but here I'm in an apartment. Like, I can tell you, I lived in that house for about 6 months, and I never, like, I live alone knowing I never saw my immediate neighbor. It's that bad. And to me, I was like, man, this is so weird. Like, you know, back home we are very communal, but here it's very different. And it was crazy. I'm like, how do people live here? Because it's just crazy. And that's what I keep telling different people: learn to appreciate where you are. Learn to, because like really, life has no balance. See, here you have literally everything that you need, but there's no, like, social life. If you want to socialize, it's something you have to plan for. But remember, back home, you can go to your immediate neighbor, talk to them like for some time, then go back to your place. But here it was very different, and it came like as quite a shock, because even the people who you know, you hardly have the time to go meet them. Because remember, here is a 24-hour economy. So when some people work during the day, others work during the night, and it's very hard for you to be like, it's very hard for you to find like you have the same shift as your friend. So you have to really plan on when to do your things, like when to meet up, to have social gatherings. And it's crazy. But yeah, to sum it up, like, up until now, I still find it weird and awkward, but we get used to it. But the problem of getting used to it, now you find yourself wanting to isolate. Not necessarily because that's what you want, but it's because you've been conditioned to be like that. And now it becomes even harder to socialize, because it's crazy. But yeah, we get used to it regardless, and we move on. We do what's best, and we forge on. But to be honest, if I had a choice, like, my place of preference, like, I would prefer to be back home, like that's in Kenya. But then jobs, no jobs. So yeah, there's like the popular saying, so life has no balance, and that's literally the truth, because it has no balance. Here you can have the opportunities to work and do stuff, but then you don't, and you have the money, but you don't have the opportunity to enjoy it. Then but back home you have all the time that you need in the world, but then you lack the finances, or it's the resources that you do not have. But regardless, like east or west, home is the best. But I really love the experience. It's taught me a lot of things, and I'm grateful for that. And yeah, I look forward to sharing more of these stories with you. This is my first time doing a story, and you might find it incoherent, but yeah, forgive me for that, but I'll do more, that's a promise. So please subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Ask me something that you'd like to know, and I'll be sure to communicate to you. Okay, bye, have a nice time, see you.